What's up, guys? Sue here. And as I promised, said I was going to do some Photoshop tutorials on this channel. So I figured I'd do a bit of a crossover, and I'm going to show you how to make something like this, a 3D abstract organic. And I've put a little bit of work into this. I've customized the texture pack, and I have a specific jar set up for it and everything. Mainly I've got too many items, Optifine, and I think that's it. I wanted to get the GSLS or GLSL shaders mod too, but my graphics card apparently doesn't handle it, so I'll have to deal with this. But this was the first one I did, and it was made it for a graphic design competition. So I figured I'd start another one, and we'll just pop our way out of here. Just start with the basics. Let me out. It's hard dealing with this quick pro shit. Okay, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Just close that one up. Oops, wrong one. And this here is the palette that we'll be using for this one. I'm going to go with a green background with black and white abstracts. So as you can see, what I did with this one is that I just made a darker or a light box for it. And then I have set up different lights. I've got Goldstone and Jack-o'-lantern, Goldstone being white, Jack-o'-lantern being black, and then remove most of the texture off the torch. I don't know how to get rid of that little dot, but anyway, and then I just have a wooden axe. As far as the texture packs, this is kind of a split between the Voxabox Organic as far as all this kind of stuff, and then the GUI is the 32 Faithful, and then a bit of the menus on the main menu are from Jollycraft Custom. Alright, so we'll just get started. We want to make that the canvas. Go from here. I think, yeah. From that all the way up. I want to make this a much larger and more detailed piece. I didn't line that up at all. And then just do want to do a platform for here. Oh yeah, and I'm using single player commands. Make a position 2 and then set, what was that? 16. Right, phew, nope. It's gonna be over here. Oop. Platform. And then once I get this light box set up, I'll just time lapse the rest. Where was that other one? Okay. That will be where we house the thing. Unless I go ahead and do big one here. Position 1 up to, might set it in the corner, it'll be a little more dynamic. There. Slide back. Platform. And 16. Yep. enough, I guess. And then maybe we'll do this too. And then once I've done a bit more, go ahead and throw the roof and the rest of the walls in. And we'll deal with lighting later. This way. Yeah, good enough. Doesn't have to be a perfect cube or anything. Alright, and then we'll go to the palette that I had set up, and okay, get rid of those. And then I'll just time lapse the rest of this, and I'll see you in a bit. Alright?
Welcome to the future.
You don't scare.
Alright, well, I'm going to call that it for the modeling. I'm going to set a platform here for rendering. I think this is where I want to maybe fix up the black one over here. But yeah, this is where I'm going to render it from. If I can spell. Okay. Pop there. Wow. And then I'm just going to do my light box. So it's right underneath that guy. And I'm just going to do the light box maybe. You might have seen before, I tried throwing the roof on and it was a little harder to light with the green than otherwise. So, be right back with that.
Cannon, kick it. The bass cannon, kick it.
Alright, so we're here in Photoshop. Got the screenshot loaded up. And the first thing I want to do, at least with this one, is get rid of this corner right here. So we'll just do that really quick. Again, probably time-lapse it, but most likely just do a hard smudge. But I'll see you when we're done with that. Alright, so I just cleaned that up a little bit and did a bit of a crop. Now view it at 100%. Don't know why it ended up being so choppy like that, but again, if I could get the shaders mod, if I remember, they can do anti-aliasing very well. So, but anyway, just duplicate the layer. Just do a simple auto tone, auto contrast, and auto color. Usually cleans up most everything, and then do a manual levels. Try to get what we want. I want to go for lighter, poppier colors, at least with what colors are in there. Yeah, that'll work. I suppose I'll try desaturation. So yeah, that's the thing. I can change the colors around and everything too. Kind of like that a little more. Saturation. How did those turn blue? Yeah, just do a little bit to that. And I think that's really it. I don't usually do too much post work, as I think it usually ruins a good piece. Like if you've put all that work into rendering it, or in this case sculpting. So I think that we'll call it. I'll plug in my tablet really quick because I usually like to sign stuff like this. And I'm using my artist signature here. If you notice, I don't sign it with Suang. My artist name is TS1, although I usually like to sign under 751 lately. Just grab a brush, new layer, see what that looks like. That looks alright. Up a little bit. And then I'll first want to figure out a good place to sign it. Right along that line should do. Now we need a smaller brush size. For me, even that little bit matters, where you place your signature. Yep. And it's like that. Duplicate, merge. And then after that, I'll just do quick copy all and paste, and then I just want to clean up some of these edges. So I wonder if we do a blur, smart blur. They wish like sharpen has sharpen edges, but the blur doesn't have blur edges. Smart blur, I guess. It's actually like ends up some of the lighting too, but it's not really cleaning up those edges for me. That's an interesting like style to it though. Odd. Huh. I've never messed around with this kind of stuff, but I really like that look. Higher threshold or higher radius, lower the threshold a little bit, softens up the shadows, and yeah, I like that. It gives it more of a vector feel. Okay. And cleaned up the edges a little bit, I suppose. Okay, and then I think we'll call that it. Alright, so that's really it. As I said, this is kind of a crossover tutorial, and I'll be doing more Photoshop only things in a bit. I guess I just want to give a small shout out to Kupo. All that like spammy, pretty much the technique I use to build the organic shapes. I picked up from her. She just kind of spams blocks and then cleans it up a little bit. And since I also use the organics texture, or I edited the organics texture pack slightly, I pretty much used all the block values. I just took it into Photoshop here and removed all the texture to clean it up a little bit. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. If you want to see more like this, or if you want, I figure I probably should release a little pack with just the jar file and the texture pack I use if anyone else wants to try this. Because you can still get some pretty, as you saw from here, from that to that, I didn't change too much in Photoshop. And if you can't even get Photoshop, you could do most of this in the GIMP, which is a free program. So I'd like to see more people do this. I think it's really cool, and you don't see it that often. So yeah. Again, I guess that's it, and I'll see you in another video. Talk to you guys later. Bye.